Okay, good to go. Hit that
Okay.
light.
It is now 7 o'clock, and we are starting Fireside Chat. Here tonight, we have with us Commissioner Quentin Miles, and he is going to keep us informed. You're going to meet your neighbors, and you're going to share ideas. Tonight's agenda will include a welcome, the latest news from Commissioner Quentin Miles, community committee reports, new citizen introductions, citizen opportunities and proposals, question and answers, and in closing remarks, you will get an opportunity to let us know what we need to improve with our fireside chats. Without further ado, I'm bringing to the stage Commissioner Quentin Miles.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. As you all know, I'm Commissioner Quentin Miles, and I just want to start by saying thank you each for being here tonight. I know your time is valuable, and the fact that you've chosen to spend this evening with me in a small meeting shows how much you care about our community. Now, let me set the stage. These meetings are all about you, keeping you informed, giving you a voice, and working together to make the kind of Zebulon, the kind of place where we all feel that we belong and our voices are heard. Here's what we're going to do tonight. I'll share some town updates. We'll hear from a couple of community members, welcome any new neighbors who are just joining us for the first time. And most importantly, we'll create a space for you to bring forth your ideas and questions. So with that said, let's get started. One of the first things I want to talk about that the town is implementing, we're working on now, the last budget, we put aside funds, what we call an app. We're going to work on a town app. And with this town app, what we hope to do is kind of like close that connectability between the citizens and the town staff, as well as the elected officials. This app should be launching within the next month or so. So we're excited about that. We're working out the little kinks or whatever it may be for us with our IT specialists. So we're in that launching phase of that. That's going to be something to look for coming down the pipe. One of the next things that I'm excited that we're working on is with our Zebulon Police Department. When I first came on board, one of the things initiative that I wanted to take was to get the police station certification taking place. We're one of the last. The name of this certification is called CALEA. It stands for the Commission on Accreditation for Law Enforcement Agencies.
Yeah.
With this, basically what it'll do for us, for our police department, it will take and give us where we're on the standards with say Wendell Police Department, all the other police departments that are accredited. That's a very big thing. It shows that we're professionalism in what we do, and it also kind of builds that community trust. Is what we hope it will do as well. So you know the standards that being held to are being held in other municipalities as well. Also, as I move forward, one of the initiatives that we're doing too is affordable housing. We hear that word quite often, affordable housing, affordable housing. And what the town, as well as myself, the board, we're being active about that. The way we're doing that, one of the initiatives that I really find kind of close and near dear is when new developments are being approved, we're now working where developers are willing to kind of give a certain percentage of housing that are affordable, what we call affordable based on Raleigh medium income, but it gives an opportunity for individuals that normally wouldn't get the chance to pretty much be a first time home buyer. We see now that the area is changing. Some of the areas that say somebody paid $30,000 for a house in the 1970s, now the price value is way more. So we're trying to figure out how we can take and kind of offset and give other people opportunity. So that's one of the initiatives that, like I said, near and dear to me, as I stated before, affordable housing, giving everybody an opportunity to live in the town of Zebulon. We're using this also, we're learning from the other mistakes, well, not even mistakes, the good and the bad from other municipalities. Being one of the last areas to develop, we're taking their information, implementing it to the Zebulon, and really learning and implementing to us how we can grow smart. One of the biggest things also now that I'd like to talk about is app, something that we have on the town website. It's called an interactive map. Not sure a lot of citizens know about it. We see a lot of stuff on social media, or I get a lot of questions. Commissioner Miles, what's going on here? What's going on there? That interactive map, what it does, every Friday at 4 o'clock, our planning department updates. And what it does, it gives the opportunity information of every development that is coming here, grocery store, your fast food restaurants, or anything that's coming through the town of Zebulon. It's going to be put on there every Friday at 4 o'clock. It gives the plan layout, what the building will look like, what the housing will look like. Any pretty much from the time that it starts conversation with our planning department all the way to the present time frame when it's updated at 4 o'clock on Friday. So that's a great opportunity where citizens can kind of like engage, see what, and then if they have any questions, they can reach out to myself, our planning department, or anybody in town staff that kind of like is in that selected area. Also, at our last Monday meeting, one of the things that we hired a consultant company to also assist us in what we call one of the initiatives that we have called Growing Smart. The name of the company was Thomas P. Miller and Associates. What they're going to do, they kind of go out and grab some information and bring us kind of like selected from different areas and bring back demographic data and analyze it and bring it back to fit our community. This is going to help us kind of like one of those initiatives I stated before, Growing Smart. It talks about also, it goes back to that initiative that I said is close near to me, is affordable housing. It's going to help us with that. That's just one aspect, but that's also for future development. As we stated, we do have a strategic plan, a 2030 plan, but now some of the development is taking place in different areas. So we're having to go back and readjust as we grow accordingly to the area, where we need more parks at, what we need and more housing at, or just for us infrastructure wise, the road, the traffics. So we're really working on that together. Then one of the next initiative I'm going to talk about is the boards, the different boards that we have. We have a series of boards. We just recently, as Ms. Thomas just stated, we just started a new board called your strategic board. We have our planning board, our park and rec board, and our board of adjustment. On those boards, we're always looking for new participants as well. It gives an opportunity for citizens to have a quite like a soft introduction to local government, which is very important. One of the initiatives that we're working on, kind of making sure the citizens are engaged, and they know where they can go to and feel like their voices are being heard. My next initiative that we're talking about is going to be the fire station. This is big. Ever since I became a commissioner, my very first year, we decided where we were going to put the fire station. And now within October 1st, 2025, it's going to come to be. We're going to do what I call the groundbreaking ceremony at 10 o'clock. So those of you that kind of can come out, would be great to have you. With that said, we see that one of the issues that made us want to take a look at a new fire station is that we saw the response time. We're held to a certain standard. Each fire department is held to a certain standard. Now with that standard, we're going to be able to stay within those realms of that standard, hopefully. But as we continue to grow, we continue to have to start looking for a second fire station. But with this one, we feel that the town, it will definitely keep us in the guidelines of that little time frame, that time window, response time. Also, one of the beautiful things that we did, we were able to partner with Wake County EMS. That was big. That was able to take somebody else's funds and kind of put it with ours, and we built off that. We found that the fire and EMS would only meet at the scene of an incident. So Wake County came with us and we got together, we sat down and talked, say, how can we fix this? So they decided to partner with us and said, okay, we'll put our funds, we'll put the guys and the girls together and ladies and gentlemen together. And that way they'll get to know each other on a different basis. So when they first get there, they're not just, hey, just meeting each other on site. So we found that's going to be a win-win for the community as well. Now, with that said, what I like to do is kind of like turn it over a little bit. We have a couple community partners that I kind of wanted to kind of highlight tonight. We have the American Legion representative, Ms. Lisa Roos, and we also have C3 is with Ms. Jen Acevedo Holmes. So with that said, I'm going to currently turn the floor over to the American Legion rep. And I would like to give her the floor, the opportunity to kind of tell a little bit about the American Legion, what they're looking to do here in the town of Zebulon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi. I wanted to talk about the American Legion James Rogers Post 363. Just in case if any of you didn't know that we had an American Legion, it's at 127 West Barbie Street in Zebulon. It's a little small building that was started in 1962. The actual land was commandeered, I think, in 1959. That post has history for Zebulon. It had veterans from Korean, Vietnam, World War II were members there. So it's been inactive for a while, and we have started to reenact it. And myself and my fellow veterans in Zebulon, we've been meeting every third Tuesday of each month since March of this year to reestablish this post, mainly because it does hold a historical significance, and also because we need to have somewhere for our veterans to come where they can get the type of help or direction that they need. We meet every third Tuesday at the Wendell post, because our post is not up and running at this time. So we would like to invite you guys to one of the meetings. If you'd like to just come out and sit and listen and see what we do, you're definitely welcomed. We always have it at 6 p.m. If there are any changes, we will also send out notifications about that. We don't mind if veterans or citizens join us just to see what's going on. Our mission and focus mainly duties include advocating in reference to the unmet needs for our veterans here in Zebulon, and there are a few. Since I've been a resident here for 6 years, I've been able to talk to a few, so I see points where we really have to pay attention to, and advocating in reference to the needs of our youth, whether it's the Boy Scouts assisting in the schools. We just want to be there. We want to volunteer as much as we possibly can for anything that has to do with our youth, to make sure that they get the type of assistance or help that they need. All of this, mind you, is voluntary. The veterans volunteer to be a part of this organization. So everything we do comes from the heart, and the membership for the veterans is always open. Any questions?
No, can you share a little bit? You guys have an upcoming event, is that correct, Lisa? For I think.
Yes, we do. We will be at Rock the Block this Friday. We will have our tent there, veteran tent there. We will be raffling off gift baskets, and this is a fundraiser for the post. We'll be raffling off gift baskets, and also we will have information there if anybody wants to know more about the Legion, or if anybody wants to join. And we'll be there from the beginning to the end, and hope to see you guys out there.
All right. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for the update. Now, if I could turn it over to C3, Ms. Gina Acevedo Holmes.
Much appreciated. Lisa, thanks for sharing that information. Excited to see you folks at Rock the Block tomorrow. Hi, everyone. I hope everyone's having a fabulous evening. My name is Jennifer Acevedo Holmes. I reside in Weaver's Pond, right here in Zebulon. I am the founder and also CEO of a nonprofit called Community Culture Celebrations. And ultimately, what we do for our nonprofit is we make sure that we are that connector, the bridge maker to historically marginalized voices. I have multiple intersectionalities. I am a first-generation American. I am a mother to a neurodivergent son. I am part of the
Yeah.
oh, hey there.
Hey, Dad, how we doing?
Welcome. And appreciate basically being able to share multiple intersectionalities of myself. I also identify as a Latina, and I figured, especially being in Zebulon, as we creep into the 20% of the Latino population in Zebulon, I've been able to partner with Commissioner Quentin Miles and being able to be representation within the town itself. Being able to use his Rolodex and connections and working with folks in the town, not just Latinos, just anyone in general who is willing to be able to uplift any voices and be that connector within our community. Our biggest initiative is being able to bring the first Latin American festival to Zebulon. We are working with the town to be our presenting sponsor, and a prospective location is actually going to be at Five County Stadium, also known as historically the Mudcats Baseball Stadium. We are coming to the board officially with our proposal in the month of November for the Board of Commissioners meeting, and being able to showcase exactly what our proposal looks like for the town to be our presenting sponsor. So if anyone here, if you could raise your hand, did anyone attend the Christmas parade last year by any chance? Curious to see if you want to raise your hand. There is an option in Zoom that you could raise your hand to see that you did attend the Christmas parade or heard of the Christmas parade, maybe seen pictures of maybe a lineup of people with costumes. So C3 had the privilege to be part of the Christmas parade last year, where we had over 130 Latinos who were able to display their culture anywhere from Mexican, El Salvador, all the way to Bolivia, so that's Central and also South America, to be able to bring the awareness of the Latino culture into Zebulon. It was a showstopper. A lot of people recognize C3 when they think about our presentation and our lineup during the Christmas parade. And now to be able to bring an actual Latino festival to you folks, summer of 2026, I could only hope that you folks on the call here will either want to partner with us as a vendor, as a volunteer. And my call to action to each and every one of you would just be to lean on Quentin Miles for anything when it comes to a vision, any type of support that you may need. And if you want to partner with C3, fear not, reach out to me, send me a direct message here, and I would be happy to collaborate with you. Anything else specific, Quentin, that you would like for me to share with the group?
No, I think it's just I think for me, it's just that initial how excited we are to have something like that, where everybody's there again. My motto is trying to get everybody to the table where your representation is able to be achieved. And you're doing just that. I kind of wanted to highlight you tonight for that because I know how hard you've been working on it and how near and dear this project is to you. So I just wanted to make sure the community is informed of what you have going so far and how far you've came from the very first time we met in the mayor's office till now. I'm just excited for the opportunity.
You bet, Quentin. I ultimately was able to bring this idea to life with the support of Quentin's being able to not only just be a soundboard, a guide as well. This is the first time the town has ever done anything like this. We're breaking ground. Talk about being a trailblazer. And as anyone here that ever tries to take on a project on their own or is an entrepreneur, when you are on top, it can get lonely. So when you have mentorship, when you have community support, as someone who has been in North Carolina for just about over 12 years, I spent most of my time in Cary. When I decided to buy a home in Zebulon as a first generation homeowner, to be able to be received as someone who's a part of the queer community as well with open arms and acceptance, I was bought in. And I just want to say a special thank you to Quentin for all the support and guidance, and just also Lisa and Tamisha for being here and being able to educate our community here. One of multiple sessions that we have going on to just spread awareness and just ultimately appreciate the platform here, Quentin. Thank you.
And thank you. Thank you guys for being willing to participate. That means a lot.
Let's
Thank
open
you
the
for sharing.
floor for any oh, do you want to do that at the beginning? You want to open the floor for any questions?
Yes, that's what we're about to go into now. What I'm going to go into is do a brief introduction of each person here, so we just know who we have here. Each person knows each other. Very brief, a little bit about yourself, possibly your community or whatever that you live in. Just a brief synopsis of yourself, and then we'll go to questions to Misha, if that's okay.
Okay. Mr. Derek Moore, you're up first.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You're that. We can hear you, Derek.
Oh, hi. Yeah. I'm Derek Moore. I'm kind of new to the town. I'm from New York, retired from New York, so I'm here living now. And I talk to Quentin kind of often, and I'm hoping to excel out here alongside him at times. When I have questions, I calls him up, and he lets me know what's going on. Right now, I'm a little the health down, but I keep in contact with him, let him know that I should be up and around and fully back on my grind sooner or later. And I will get in touch with him.
All right. Thank you, Derek.
Welcome.
Okay.
Welcome to
Thank
Zebulon.
you. Thank you.
Elizabeth, you're up next.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, Elizabeth.
Sorry, finished one thing and going in the road, but I hear you. I hear you. My name is Elizabeth Velasquez. I work in Zebulon Elementary School. I'm a parent liaison over there. I do, well, name it. I think I do a little bit of everything over there: enrollment, help families, resources. Most of all, I do workshops for the families. And I don't know, too many, too many. I'm
No.
up to. I'm here and come with me to be part of this, of course, 100%.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
If I could chime in for Elizabeth, Elizabeth actually is a really strong partner of mine with C3 when we're doing the interpretations of our board meetings. She is that voice within the Spanish interpretation. So my heart goes out to all the support that Elizabeth has able to give to C3.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Gabby Bravo, you're up next. Gabby, will come back to you. iPhone 3, unidentified. You're up next. Okay, Gabby, I think you just came off mute. Let's try it again.
Hi, Gabby.
Hi, sorry, I'm trying to figure it out. I don't quite know how to. It's been a while since I've been on Zoom. I'm sorry.
Take
We
your
can
time. You're
see
fine.
you and we can hear you.
Yep.
Can you guys see me or no?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. We can see you.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I guess I just can't see myself. Okay, so hello, my name is Gabriela Bravo. I am excited to have been a part of the Zebulon community. I moved into my home about it's 2 years, going on 3, which is crazy to me. But I'm just overwhelmed with the love and the support. Just the community that I found here. First of all, I am a mom, a wife, and I am an entrepreneur myself. I'm in the beauty industry. Community is a big part of my job and what I do. I do it with my heart. And of course, I'm all for that. I'm all for together we are stronger. I love everything that Jennifer stands for, and just the entrepreneurs, the entrepreneurship that I don't think the potential of our residents are, you know, I don't think it's explored enough. I don't think it's talked about enough. So I'm just excited to see, just like Jen and everybody in this community and in this town grow and be the best that they can be. And together we are better. So I'm all for that. And yeah, I'm just happy to be part of this little part of the world. I think it's pretty amazing. Just everywhere you go, just lovely citizens just greeting you, just welcoming you with open arms. And I think that's one of the things that I really loved about Zebulon, and just having a part within it growing and expanding. There's so many opportunities out there, not just for the Latino community, but for, as a minority, I think we get overlooked a lot. And I think it's time to rise up and be the leaders that we are called to be.
Thank you for sharing. I like that.
said.
Thank you.
Of course.
Okay, we're gonna go back to iPhone 3, unidentified. I'm not sure who that is. We're gonna ask you to unmute. I'm sending you a request now.
Mr.
Thank
Asher.
you, Gabby.
We can see you.
We can see you.
Hi, I can't see myself. I can't see myself. But hey, everyone.
Hey.
I am currently at my son's baseball game, so I apologize for the noise in the background. But I am Jennifer Acevedo's wife. I am Latasha Acevedo Holmes, and I am on board with C3 with everything that's happening in the community. I myself am an entrepreneur. I am a massage therapist, travel, known in Weavers Pond. And I'm just all for, the new beginnings. And I can't wait to, see what's going to happen in the community. I'm all for it.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Tasha.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Also
Thank you a
starting
lot.
her food business as well as a caterer in case anyone needs a catering.
Yes,
opportunity.
I am starting that. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing.
Yes.
Thank you.
Natasha, you're up next.
I'm coming. I'm trying to come. Can you see me?
We can see you,
We
Natasha.
got you.
Great.
Wow.
Good evening, everyone. Hi, Quentin. Hi,
Hey,
Jennifer.
Tasha.
Hi, everyone. Hello. My name is Natasha Drake. I actually purchased my home here in Sydney Creek a year ago. So I've been a resident of the town of Zebulon for over a year. I am a benefits manager for one of the largest insurance companies, health insurance companies in the US. I'm actually a part of the social committee for Sydney Creek. My biggest passion is to work with people. I love to volunteer. I like to get involved with my community. And I think I expressed that to Jennifer and I expressed that to Quentin. Quentin has helped a lot with me and one of my neighbors bring some of the activities that we're trying to bring into our community. I've volunteered with the Red Cross. I'm a domestic violence advocate. So I really enjoy just helping and, like I said, bringing the community together. I'm looking forward to working with everyone. I'm looking forward to the growth potential that I see for Zebulon and being a part of that.
Okay,
Thank you. Welcome, welcome.
If I can interject real fast, just one, I did write a small note to domestic violence. Have you connected with the Purple Shoe yet?
No, I have not.
We'll definitely talk on that. That's a great opportunity. You can just remind me that that's what their main mission is, domestic violence. So I would love to connect with those guys.
Okay, great.
Yes, ma'am.
Miriam, you're up next.
Hold on. Hi, can you see me?
Yes, we can see you. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, my name is Miriam Durazno Campania. I was invited by Jen. I've been part of the Zebulon community for about 6 years now. And currently I'm a part-time electrician and also attending White Tech.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Is it Simone Cole? Did I say that right? You're up next.
Hello, how are you? How's everyone this evening?
Hello.
My name is... Hi, Mr. Quentin. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Simone.
My name is Simone. I am an early childhood educator. So I recently opened my second location in Zebulon. So our child care center has been open as of a few days in Zebulon. I do have a location in Wendell as well that has been open since 2016. I'm also a creator as well. I was in the launch program, the first cohort, and I was introduced to that by Mr. Quentin. And so it's been, that was an amazing journey. Just the camaraderie as well as just following the second cohort and being a mentor to them as well. So I'm just excited about what is to come with Zebulon. I've been here 10 years. I've actually only been really involved in the community, I would say, in the last year because I'm just so quiet and soft-spoken, and I stand back and tend to watch everything. But just after talking with Mr. Quentin and Jen, they are actually trying to get me to come out of my comfort zone and really speak to people and really talk to the community. Of course, everybody knows the world of childcare once COVID happened. It has changed, but I am here moving to Zebulon just to bring the passion that I have for children and the creative side for teachers as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Wow.
Was that everyone?
Tony Ann, we're asking you to unmute.
What?
Introduce yourself.
To me.
Oh, is that in it too?
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, awesome. I'll come on video as well, I guess.
Yeah. Hi, Tony Ann.
Hi, how y'all doing? Hi, Jen. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah.
All right, good evening, everyone. I am Tony Ann. I was introduced to Jennifer Quentin and
the rest of the commissioners earlier this week.
Right.
Since I've been in Dublin for a year now, Ms. Sylvia is trying to get me more involved with the team, with the town, excuse me. And I'm looking forward to, see where this goes and to volunteer where I can and just get more involved. Since we were mentioning entrepreneurship, I did launch a small courier business. I'm trying to work on getting contracts and stuff like that to get my family involved in working that, and also doing mobile hairstyling for kids, just to put that out there. And thank you all for the invite and have a great night.
Right. Thank you for joining us.
Of course.
Miss Sylvia, well, did we go? We saw Sylvia. Who did I miss? Did I get Miriam?
Sylvia is here. Whoop, whoop,
Okay,
whoop.
Sylvia. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Welcome.
Okay, for some reason my camera's not on, so I can't. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Not yet. Not yet.
Wait a minute, what's going on here?
We can definitely hear you, Miss Sylvia.
Yeah.
And thank you
Okay.
for inviting Miss Tony Ann earlier this week.
And
Where we
I invited her earlier this week, but
Yeah.
she invited me to this. Okay, let's start off with
Okay.
this. That I did not know about this. Quentin, I have a bone to pick with you.
Oh, my
Okay.
apologies. Hey, my apologies. I'll get there. I'll get better.
So I've been here 5 years come December. I live in Tarrant Lake, Zebulon. I am originally from Boston. I'm a real estate agent, also a mortgage underwriter. So basically, I do come to the town hall meetings and everything just to see what's going on in the neighborhood and what's going on in the town itself. And I'm actually on my second turn of being on the Board of Adjustments also. So I just like to see what's going on in the neighborhood and trying to get not as much housing, even though I'm a real estate agent, but more trying to see what else we can get here in the neighborhoods, trying to get some activities going on as far as maybe a bowling alley, maybe some more grocery stores, a different type of grocery store, or some restaurants. But I know we need the people in order to get the restaurants itself. But every little bit counts.
Thank you.
So if
Thank
anyone's
you.
looking to buy a house or sell a house, here I am.
Love that.
Sounds good. Thank you for sharing.
There you go.
Who else do we have, Tamish? Anybody else?
Did we get Miriam?
Yes, Miriam is the student at Wake Tech, and I
We
do
did.
want to share she is also an interpreter, which is fantastic. So Elizabeth, we will be partnering with Miriam in the future for all C3 initiatives. And I did want to give a shout out to Gabby because I know she said she's in the beauty space. If anyone's met me from the beginning, I've had really long hair, and thanks to her, we were able to donate 14 inches of my hair, and she was the one that cut my hair.
Wow.
So just proof that she is fantastic at what she does. Trying to make sure I'm giving everyone their flowers that was here. There was one
Awesome.
more person. Did Miss Lisa
we
go?
we just had Miss Singleton
Caleb
join us.
go?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Is it okay, Lisa? Lisa?
She just joined. We
Yeah,
would love
Lisa.
to hear from you, Miss Singleton. Yes, Lisa.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lisa Singleton. I've been here in Zebulon since March of 2023. I purchased my very first home in Sydney Creek. Since moving here, I have been trying to get the community involvement. I've been working with Commissioner Miles, and I have a bone to pick with you too, because I didn't know about this Fireside Chat, and I speak to him often.
Right.
I was invited by Natasha. I'm also the chairperson for the Sydney Creek Social Committee. And just trying to get the community together, bring things into the community, making our community aware of what's going on in the town of Zebulon. I've been attending the town hall meetings and speaking to the commissioners on different views that I had and things that I think that would do everyone in the town of Zebulon well. Just excited for where we are going. Some of the plans that I've seen online and that I've heard about on the town hall meetings. Yeah. Okay, so I am a realtor. I'm also a flight attendant. And I have my travel note. I do travel notary as well. So yeah, that's a little about me. Thank you for inviting me, Natasha, and not Quentin.
Oh, I knew that was coming. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. It means a lot to have you on board.
That's right, Lisa. Get in this case, okay? Because I will too, okay?
I'll share what reason why. We'll get that's validation. Thank you guys for joining. It means a lot. Natasha, I think you wanted to open the floor for, Tamisha, you wanted to open the floor for questions or something like that. Is that correct?
Hello.
I haven't spoken.
Okay.
Pilot's
I'm
on
so
here.
sorry, Karen. Go ahead. Welcome.
Good evening, everyone. This is Karen Farmer, and I just want to say that I'm so excited to be a part of this evening's discussion. It's going to be on my calendar that I participate more often, but I am part of a nonprofit that my husband founded, which is the Seed Community Foundation. We primarily do things in Washington, but having moved here 2 years ago, we are now launching a lot of things around the Raleigh Triangle Park area, but more specifically in Zebulon. I've been involved for maybe the last 2 years into the area. I'm very active in the Garden Club of Zebulon, plug for Garden Club, as well as the board of directors of the Chamber of Commerce. And so I definitely would like to know what we're doing for small businesses. There's a lot of benefits to be part of the chamber as well. And so I look forward to working with anyone and everyone. And those that said they're interested in volunteering, we just launched a partnership at the Boys and Girls Club, and we're there working yesterday morning on their flower bed. We do all things green space, flower, youth club sort of occasions. So thank you. And I welcome bilingual people, because we have many students who are bilingual and sometimes first generation. So communicating with the parents can be challenging. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Farmer. Now, as we stated, Tamisha, I'll let you open the floor for questions. If you kind of any questions, general questions anyone may have.
So did anybody want to ask any questions about what you heard tonight? Anyone's business, anything about the town news, or have any offerings to anything coming up that you'd like to invite the audience to? We're looking to circulate this as part of Fireside Chat news across the internet. So feel free to, the floor is now open for questions at this time.
Commissioner, this is Karen Farmer again. I have a question. On Monday night, during the presentation, there was a mention of a sustainability committee. Is that different from a board? Can you explain a little bit more what that would entail and
That
who I
board-
would need to talk to? Thank
Yes, but currently you do have one of the members, our facilitator. She's one of the team leads on that. So she got sworn in today. So we can congratulate her on that. She's excited about that.
Oh,
So
great.
that's gonna be big. And what that board, we kind of look at that board as different projects that we have come towards the town. We're gonna kind of kick them that way to that board, so they can kind of take a look at it, give us insight, come back to the board and say, hey, this is a good project. This is where we stand. We feel like it can be sustainable and be around for, as she put it earlier, 100 years. We're trying to kind of create that where it'll be around when none of us are here. Our homes are filled by our grandkids and great grandkids. Those boards that we create now and different initiatives that we start will still be around. One of the things that we did do with that board, and I know you're going to like to hear, we did take money for a community garden. So we did set aside a certain amount of money for that. To give the insight on that exact amount, I think it's about $6,000. I want to say somewhere thereabouts. I don't want to misquote on that, but I know we did set aside money so that they can take a look at where they would feel be the best place for a community garden and how it could be basically community led. That's going to be the key thing. If you chimed in on the meeting on Monday night, that was one of the initiatives that I kept talking about. I've been asking for a community garden for a few years now. But one of the things that kind of held us back from doing that, it was always that we wanted to relieve some of the burden off staff. We could put the funds there, but we needed the manpower, the labor, somebody to take the initiative. And now with that board, that is one of the things that they're going to take and kind of like put in their little basket and try to help it grow, along with many other things.
Awesome. Thank you for that update.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Any other questions out there?
Hi, Quentin. How do you find out what roles are available in regards to the board? Are they posted on the town's website? Because I know I had put in an application for the sustainability board, and I never heard anything back from it. So how does that work?
What it is now, okay, with the sustainability board specific, what we did, being that it's just in the foundation part of it, we elected a series of people for, I think, some for 1 year, some for 2 years, and some for 3 years. I know Ms. Thomas will be on there for 3 years. It's like 2 people that we put in for 3 years. So that turnover, so next year, those seats that are available that are up in a year, they'll come back on board, to come back to before, so we can take and kind of give people a chance, opportunity, everybody a chance to volunteer. But with that said, one of the things that I put, those that chimed in later on, we are creating a town app. So this app is going to be where we're going to put stuff like the boards and different things on, where you'll be able to click on to see who's on the board, when their seat is up, and how that rotation will work. So we feel in this current budget, we did put, like I said, that money for an app to where we can kind of get the information that you're seeking out a little bit easier. And that app should be launching within the next month or so.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Natasha, if I may add, one of the things that possibly why you didn't hear anything, everything was going to one person. We're seeing the change as Zebulon grows now. I want to put that out there. We're growing so much where we need different kind of like communication ways that we're communicating with the citizens. And that app is going to kind of take away that where we had everything falling to one person. That's going to open up the door. So it'll be a little bit more, the word that they're using now, a lot of transparency, be a little bit more where you understand the system more, how we work.
Okay. Sounds great. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome, ma'am.
Are there any more questions tonight? Does anybody have their hands up? I don't see any hands. Okay, so you wanna back it up to any citizen opportunities
I think just
opportunities and proposals. Citizens are involved to share. Citizens are invited to share ideas for initiatives that could contribute to Zebulon's growth and development. Any proposals that anyone see that Zebulon needs, would like to take back or submit to Commissioner Miles right now?
I guess I have another question.
Okay.
As you know, as the town grows, I know, that's going to drive different businesses and opportunities here to the town. What are we trying to do to improve the downtown area right now? Is there any plans to improve or attract businesses? Are there any grants for small businesses to come? Like, what are some incentives that will attract people to want to come here?
Okay. What we're doing, we're part of the, sure you've heard the terminology Main Street. I'm not sure if you've heard of that before. We're part of the Main Street. With that Main Street, we have what we call a Main Street coordinator. Her name is Teresa Piner. Her sole purpose is to kind of make that we live by the vibrant downtown as one of our initiatives. That she's that person that go to her along with our planning director, Matt Lauer, as well as Shannon Johnson. She's our economic developer. Their sole purpose is kind of feed that downtown. So we're figuring out just now, really kind of trying to figure out how that's going to work and get more businesses downtown. As you guys know, a lot of our buildings downtown are somewhat need a lot of work to come up to code. That is one of the biggest things, issues that anybody coming in downtown is dealing with. Some of those buildings, they're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars just to get them up to code. So it's moving now what I would call the mom and pop opportunities a little bit to the wayside, which we don't want to get away from that. So we're trying to figure out how we can make sure we give mom and pop the little community opportunity, give them opportunity to still be relevant in our community, especially in our downtown. So we're working hard at that. Like I said, the Main Street is that biggest thing that we have, and that is our main purpose. If at any time you would like to sit down and talk with Teresa Piner, figure out her vision along with the board vision so we can all kind of collaborate and figure out where we want to go and how we want to go, I can definitely facilitate that, putting us together. And that's going to be the key thing, that communication line. What we're doing now is, like I said, part of this section that we're having now is so that I can take the questions, get back with Ms. Piner and say, okay, I want to introduce you to Ms. Natasha Drake so we can sit down and see what you're doing, actively doing to create and get our downtown activated, more kind of like more things coming down there. We all know, as we all have said so far, I've heard, it takes numbers for a business to come in. We're reaching that threshold now. We do have some grocery stores that are talking to us. We do have somebody currently renovating the Whitley Gallery building. That's big. That was a building that sat kind of dormant for about 2 years, if not more. So that Vance Street area is going to be kind of livened up soon. We do have some people looking at the other buildings there. So that's going to bring some change to the downtown. One of the initiative things that we looked at too as well is this, that we had a goal that we want people living downtown. Once we get there, that's definitely going to change that. So we're looking anything on the second level, we're looking to put apartments or something downtown. We do run into the issue where some of those buildings are owned by old Zebulonians that don't want to release. We can't make anybody sell, but with time, that's going to change. So some of those things we're kind of sitting on that downtown, like a big corner building, the old hardware store, is sitting there. Nobody's in there. They're up to code. They don't have to do anything too much. So we're waiting for time to change those things. And we can't make anybody release, but we're definitely looking to activate downtown Zebulon for sure. Does that answer your question, Ms. Straight?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Okay. No, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Commissioner, this is Karen Farmer. I'd like to also add in, they are now executing a downtown business meeting. There was one held on Tuesday night at the distillery right downtown. And to Commissioner's point, Teresa was presenting in collaboration with Parks and Rec, and it was open to anyone that has a business downtown, has an interest in what's going on downtown. And they were doing some similar things with surveying people about what do we want to see, what do we want to do. I, of course, chimed in around beautification, the pots, the alleyways, and just green space stuff. But I believe that's going to start to occur once a quarter at a minimum. And if there's more of a need, they were saying that they will, do it even more frequently. But yes, please definitely reach out to Miss Teresa. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for adding that on, Ms. Moon. Next question. Is there any more questions?
Hey, Quentin, I was
Yeah.
curious. Please go ahead, whoever was speaking.
Yeah. I just wanted to know how often is this meeting that we having today is gonna be in the future?
What we're doing
How
right
often
now,
are we gonna be like this?
we're looking bi-weekly, and if we find it, I find it I really want to go more. It's just that participation aspect of things. Like I said, I want that power hour. What I think, just keeping people informed of what's going on. So you're getting it from somewhat the source, and not you're getting it from social media. I know social media gives a lot, but I want to be able to be that voice where it connects you to that direct source, to the commissioners. We have that final say on some of the decisions that are being made, and we do get a little bit more insight from town staff and things that the average citizen can't have access to. So my job is to bring that information to the citizens. That's key.
So it's gonna be like every other week.
Yeah, every
as
other
of
week
now.
right now. Yes, sir, to answer that question. Yes, sir.
Okay.
You were about to say, Jen, as well?
No, I think that was a great question, Derek. And
Yeah,
maybe we can segue to that. What can we do, the folks that are on this call right now, to help bring more awareness to this initiative that you are putting together, Quentin, so that way we can get the true source info versus what we see on social media?
That's going to be a key right now, getting the word out that it is taking place. That's going to be a key right now, getting out that we are having these little fireside chats. Like I said, I take on the concept. I want to be more of a relaxed environment. Nothing's just too formal, where we're just kind of like doing what we're doing, talking on a regular conversation. And like I said, get the word out that it's happening. Pass that link around like you guys have done tonight, and I appreciate it. I heard from Miss Wheeler and Miss Singleton that, they did get it from someone outside of Commissioner Miles. But we want to make that happen. That's going to be key.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So the question that I got is for Jen. Jen, this
Okay.
is me, of course, Elizabeth. I want to know, what is the update for the event for our Latinos?
Okay.
How it goes?
Amazing
Where we at?
question. Yes, fantastic question, Elizabeth. So where we are right now, the original plan was we were going to come to the Board of Commissioners with our proposal in September, which we did not present on. However, I did step in to provide the update that with the guidance that we've received from Shannon Johnson, sorry if I get her title wrong, but she handles economic development, and also Sheila Long, who's the director of Parks and Rec, have been our main point of contacts for venue. And our current proposed venue would be the Five Points Stadium, also known as Mudcat Stadium. But the tenants were just solidified just a few, not even weeks ago. So the town has asked to have a few weeks to be able to really tie a few loose ends for us to have established a proposal and come to the board in November to say dollars and cents, this is how much it's going to cost for the town to sponsor this level of an event. And then once the board approves, then that's where myself and my partners from La Grande NC radio station, which they are the largest Latino radio station in the East Wake area, being able to partner with them to come to the board again and just letting them know this is now our plan for execution. The event itself is due to go live summer of 2026. So long story short, we're working on our proposal to get final approval once the town understands what the new tenants' needs are. So in November, we should have more awareness to that, and then hope by the end of the year to get our proposal approved by the Board of Commissioners.
Thank you, Jen.
Thank
I think
you.
You're
I think
so
if
welcome.
I heard you talk about the new tenants. One of the things that we did in this proposal that's going to make that a little bit easier, Jim, possibly where we can have it out there, whatever. We have in a contract where we as a town get the facility 5 times a year. So that was big. In the Mudcats, it made it, when we had the Mudcats, it was a little bit more difficult for that because they didn't want to give it up. And then even to ensure that we in the stipulations, bringing in the new people, we made them put in new artificial turf because one of the things that they did was you can't mess up the grass, things of that nature. So we tried to look at every avenue we could so we can make that facility open to the community even more. So that's going to be key to put that in it too as well.
And Quentin, I would love to just take a moment to educate our audience here. What does it take for the Board of Commissioners to approve a proposal or a request from either citizens or developers? What's the process like?
That process, great question, Jim. Thank you for asking that. As anybody knows, what I call it for me now is the magic number of 3. If you guys know, there's 5 commissioners that sit on the board. The majority is 3. So to get things to kind of like to pass and to move, it takes 3 commissioners to vote yes to make something come to be. I.e., Jen is talking about her festival. It's going to take 3 of us saying, okay, to make this happen. Once that proposal comes before the board, we'll take and assess. Sometimes we can meet up to 2 commissioners at a time. Anything outside of that, we're out of we're considered a quorum, and then we're breaking what I call breaking the law. We're breaking the rules. So I can only meet with one other commissioner at a time frame. So that makes it a little bit challenging sometimes because most of them work full-time jobs, the full-time moms have life. So we have to kind of work around each other's schedules to make that work. But we do a great job at it. So with that said, to answer your question, it takes 3 individuals to approve anything. Anytime there is a proposal coming before us for development, housing development, or whatever it may be, like I said, it takes 3 each and every time to do that.
Thank you, Quentin. And just one more fire question for you.
Please.
Can you just tell us, what does a commissioner do for a town?
Wow, that's a loaded question there, Gene, but great question. What it is this, okay, I'll give a little bit background about myself. I was born and raised here. I can honestly say I didn't know what a commissioner did either. Probably very rarely met one. So that was one of the reasons for me coming in now to kind of like what I call change the game a little bit, where that commissioner title was so empty because nobody knew what we do. We're really all policymakers. That's the first and foremost. But what I wanted to do was key thing was make accessibility to the commissioners to find out what we do and decisions that we're making. Because like I said, I grew up here my entire life, didn't know anything, decisions that were being made, was kind of shut out in the back corner a little bit. And things was just happening. The town was just creating itself. Now, with that said, as a commissioner, myself, along with the other commissioners, as well as the mayor, we take on a different approach. We're more hands-on, more out in the community. We want that kind of connectability. We're finding now together that the citizens will tell you what they want if you just listen. And that takes us working in because we are the voice of the people. It's we the people. It's not we Quentin Miles, it's we the people. So we try to get that majority of what we can and kind of make things work for the greater good of all the community of Zebulon. That's the key right now where we're at. But to, like I said, to answer that, we do so much. My day can start from being, we all sit on different boards. So it can start from being on a board to fixing a pothole. I mean, at the end of the day, anywhere between that spectrum is what we do. But the key thing that we're supposed to do is policy and procedure, policy makes and procedure making. That's the key thing.
Thanks so much for educating us, Quentin.
Thank you a lot. Thank you a lot. Any last questions as we get to wrap it up?
Yes, yes. Now that you mentioned that, I do have a question.
Yes, sir.
Who's to give the okays and the not okays? Because I already paid for a fence to go around my house over a year ago. And each time my wife sends in a request to HOA, they decide to say, hey, we're waiting for this, we're waiting for that. Last year, they said it was going to be done in March. Here it is going into October. And I'm still waiting to have the okay to put my privacy fence up around my property. So how do I expedite that situation? Or who
Right
do I
now,
see or talk to?
thank you for that question. What it is this, okay, with the HOAs, a lot of communities we're finding now have yet to have that HOA turned over to the citizens that live in that community. That's one of the biggest issues that we deal with. You're going to answer about your fence, you're going to have to deal with the HOA because once we approve that property and the development, the town hands are taken off. We have to take our hands off. We're very limited at what we can go back into the community to do. And that's some of the issues that we deal
Okay.
with. So our hands are off on that, and it's the HOAs that's going to have to answer that question for you to handle that.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, I got you. So y'all, okay, you can't make that decision. I got okay. Do HOA. No
But to let
problem.
you know, we saw that. I just real fast. I just want to put it in that we saw that issue. So what we started doing now with developers is we're making them create a board prior to turning over the community. A lot of times they wanted to the community was completely built out. We found that that's an issue. So now we started at certain increments. 25% you'll put somebody on board. 50% you'll put somebody on board. So now when you're completely built out, you're not just turning over millions of dollars and all the rules and regulations to citizens that have no idea what's going on. So we're trying to fix that. Well, we're not trying. We have a resolution to that issue that you're having, though.
Okay.
Great question.
Thank you. Tamisha, is there any last questions before we close out?
Oh no, I'm done. Until next time. Until
All
next
right,
time,
sounds
I'm done for now.
sounds good.
I'm gonna start inquiring more and have more questions maybe for next time.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. With that said, I'd like to thank you all for joining me tonight. It means a lot to have that you guys have given me your most valuable asset, your time. It means a lot. Just a recap of some of those things that we did talk about that some of you may have missed. We talked about the police certification that's taking place. We're excited about that. We talked about different affordable housing issues that we are trying to address with developers, making them pay a little bit or kind of giving us a little bit affordable housing when they build out. We talked about a consultant company that the town has hired to help us grow smart. That's going to give us different things that we can do. We talked about like the different boards that we have. That's the planning board, the park and rec board, the board of adjustments, sustainability board that we have now, and just other opportunities that we have coming along. We're going to create a few more other boards that we're talking about now. We are definitely looking to do a veteran board and different things like that. So we just have opportunities that are coming. Now, with that said, I'll leave you with the last few things that are coming up in the town. We do have Rock the Block that is coming up tomorrow at 6 o'clock. I ask you guys to come out and join that. That's going to be a great opportunity. I think the Motown. I'm sorry.
Where's that? Where's that? Rock the
That's going to
Block.
be downtown on Horton Street, sir. Yeah.
Well, you already know. I'm in New York.
I got you covered. I'll send you the address. I got you covered. Yes, it's Horton Street downtown.
Okay.
I'll definitely send that person send it to you.
Okay.
And then we do have a coat drive coming up on September 25th, downtown as well at our Gill Street Park.
Oh, no, I got plenty of those.
Yep.
I got some of those because I don't need that here. I ain't going to New York. I ain't going back there.
Feel free to donate something you like. But like I said,
Okay.
I thank each and every one for your time. It means a lot. I look forward to the next meeting. And like I said, once again, you guys know my mantra, unity through community. I mean that with everything within me. If you need me, call on me. Do not hesitate. Please. You guys
All
have a good
right.
evening.
You too. Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks
Looks
for
like
having
there's
me.
a survey also,
yeah,
folks.
that's correct. There's a survey before you go. My
Yeah,
apologies.
yeah. I'm trying to click on it, but I don't know how
There,
to.
the survey is in the chat. If you go to the chat, you'll be able to see the survey.
Where's the chat? Okay, the chat is here.
Oh, and we want to thank you guys for attending our first Fireside Chat. We want you to remember that Zebulon Commissioner Quentin Miles has 3 points and 3 objectives for these meetings. Is to stay connected, build relationships between citizens, Wake County, Town of Zebulon, and town leadership, empower voices, ensure that citizens feel heard and valued, and 3, promote engagement, provide regular updates and invites to active community participation. So we'd like for you to fill out the form to let us know what you'd like to see here on Fireside Chat. Did everybody get a chance to see the link in the chat?
Yes.
Oh, is that Tanisha? Okay, wait. I see the link.
I just completed it. It literally took me less than a minute to do it, folks. This data will help Commissioner Quentin Miles and Tamisha set us up for success for the next meetings that are coming up. So please take a minute and complete that survey.
And remember, you will receive a post email with directions to help us get more people to the next chat. And we just want to make sure we thank Commissioner Miles for being here, being engaged, keeping us connected. And we hope to see you at our next Fireside Chat.
Thank you, guys. Unity through community, guys.